download the video assets from the assignment page, and if you're on a Mac, double click on it to open it. Here's the folder. Let's open up the folder, double click on it. Inside of this folder, we have number 1, script and narration. You're going to need this narration here because you are going to narrate in the video. So this will be your script. You can also follow along with the dialogue to make sure that your video is in the right areas. So this is an important guide for this assignment. These are all videos here. I numbered them of importance, and then number 8 is the music that we're going to add to the video. I'm going to bring this over to the right side of my screen, and if we go to the dock and click on the launch pad in the search bar, write Premiere, and we want Adobe Premiere Pro, click on that. Click on the button on the top left that says New Project. And on the bottom right, click on Create. If this dialog pops up, click on Replace. I have my window set up. If you click on the drop-down for window, my workspace is text-based editing. For this tutorial, we're going to click on Effects. Effects and editing are pretty much the same thing. Editing doesn't have effects, but Effects has editing. So let's click on Effects. This drop-down window with the workspace, this is really important right in here so that you can work with audio, color, effects, text-based editing. These are all really important areas to work on during your video, so you want to make sure that you remember to go to these workspaces. I will bring one video into where it says timeline right here. It says drop media here to create a sequence. So let's drag and drop that right in there. Now be aware that this video is inside of the editing program, but it's being linked to this folder. So if I were to delete a video from the folder or move it somewhere or even rename it, Premiere Pro is going to ask you where that file is. Just be aware of that. So we have our video right here. If we scrub through, you'll see that there's some black areas and then there's some video. I made it easy for you guys to learn how to use Premiere Pro by cutting up some film to get the hang of it, because you're going to be cutting a lot when you use Premiere Pro. When you have your film selected in the timeline, the effects control panel will come up. This effects control panel is really important so that we can add effects to the film. We can move the imagery around to different positions. We can bring the opacity of the image down low. We can mask it. We can do all kinds of things like you're working in Photoshop. And we will do that for these tutorials. This is what your video looks like. Over here on the right, if we want to find an effect, we would write it up here and we would find it in this drop down here. This is the bin where all of our files can be found. When you bring a video into the timeline, it pops up over here. So you can drag and drop it in if you want another duplication of it. So I don't want to say too much more right now. I just want you guys to start working in Premiere Pro and learning how to use it. And then you'll get more familiar with all of these areas and understand what they do. So let's save this. Do a file, save as, go to your desktop, click on Video Assets, and we're going to name this One's Thoughts and click Save. So in the Video Assets folder, you'll see that there's a new file called onesthoughts.prproj. This is a Premiere Pro file. The lesson will continue in the next video.